Hello, and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be discussing the season of the Malignant, the first season of Diablo IV. We'll cover everything you need to know and what to expect when the season goes live on July 20th. For some of you may be new to the idea of a season, so let's start with explaining what the heck a season is. A season is effectively a self-contained instance of the game that has its own theme, its own quest line, its own cosmetic items to acquire. It is effectively a fresh reset for all players. Blizzard has stated that each season will last for at least 12 weeks, at which time this season will end, and your character will transfer over to the Eternal Realm. Now, if you're not interested in starting completely over again, you want to keep playing your character, you will be happy to know that seasons are completely optional. You can choose not to engage with it and keep playing your character as you have up until now. So let's start with what we know of the story so far. After the events of the campaign, a corruption is spreading across Sanctuary known as the Malignant. Cormund, a former priest of the Cathedral of Light, is investigating this corruption and ultimately reaches out to our hero for help. Now, it is worth noting that this story is its own self-contained story. It is not meant to be a continuation of the story of Lilith and Inarius. This means that if you choose not to engage with the season, you will not be missing out on the overall story of the game. So let's start with the main mechanic of the game, the Malignant Hearts. Every elite in the game has a chance to spawn as a malignant version of itself. Upon killing it, it will drop a heart that the player can engage with. This will then respawn the elite as a more powerful version, and upon killing it a second time, will drop a caged heart. Now these hearts come in 4 types. There is the Vicious Heart, which contains an offensive power, a Brutal Heart, which contains a defensive power, and a Devious Heart, which contains a utility power, as well as the Wrathful Heart, which contains a superpower, which can be socketed into any socket type. Speaking of sockets, all jewelry items this season will spawn with one of 3 malignant socket types to match the Vicious, Brutal, and Devious Hearts, with the Wrathful, as I mentioned, being able to be socketed into either of the 3 slots. Any extra hearts you get, you can salvage for new crafting material. This will allow you to make invokers, which will allow you to guarantee a heart drop at the end of a malignant tunnel, which are a new dungeon type that can be found this season. At the end of these tunnels, there will be these outgrowths that match the colors of the hearts, and using an invoker on one of these will spawn an elite of the matching type. So this can be useful for target farming a specific caged heart you are looking for your build. So there are 32 unique hearts. They're similar to the legendary gems of Diablo III, and they contain a power that's supposed to be slightly more powerful than the legendary affixes we have now. And it's worth noting that they cannot be removed from gear, but destroyed when replaced with a new heart. So now that we're through with the Malignant Hearts, what about those cosmetics I spoke of earlier? Those are acquired by completing the season's Battle Pass. The Battle Pass comes in 2 tiers. There's the free Battle Pass and the Premium Battle Pass, which costs $10. To progress along the Battle Pass, you must complete the season's journey. More on that later. There's 27 tiers of the free Battle Pass, earning the player Smoldering Ash and cosmetic items, as well as 63 tiers on the Premium Battle Pass, which contains additional cosmetic items, as well as Platinum, the game's premium currency. So the season's journey is split into 7 chapters, each chapter containing a variety of tasks to complete to progress to the next chapter. Now it is worth noting that not every task has to be completed each chapter. This allows the player a chance to choose what kind of activities they choose to engage in. Maybe they're not someone who enjoys PvP and they can just avoid those tasks. So the tasks can range from things such as defeating world bosses or completing a set number of dungeons. So the Smoldering Ash that is earned on the free Battle Pass can be used to earn Season's Blessings. These can be bonuses ranging from extra experience gain, bonus gold drop, or prolonged elixir durations, as well as a couple others. Now these are behind a level requirement, so those with the Accelerated Battle Pass do not get an unfair advantage, with the first Smoldering Ash not being available until your character is level 40. The Accelerated Battle Pass costs $25. It includes the Premium Battle Pass, 20 tier skips to help progress through the Battle Pass faster, as well as a new emote. Blizzard has said that Season 1 will be a little bit smaller due to it being developed alongside the game, and no content this season is time-gated, meaning everything will be available from Week 1. However, they have said this may change in the future. So I recommend before the season launches, complete the campaign, as that will be required to begin the seasonal content, as well as find all the statues of Lilith and uncover the map. The statues of Lilith and the map discovery will carry over onto the season, which can be really powerful, because with everything done, it means the player will start with the first 2 renown tiers completed for each zone, meaning the player will start with 9 potions and 5 skill points, as well as 68 to each of the stats from the statues. Now, if you're not choosing to engage in the season, don't worry, there's new content for you as well. When the patch 1.1 launches tomorrow, there will be 7 new legendaries and 6 new uniques that will be added to the Eternal Realm as well. So that's all I have for you. I will be streaming the launch of the season Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So be sure to pop in, say hi, and be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already so you do not miss any future content. And I'll see you in Sanctuary.